Wait, does that mean... Yeah! This is very inappropriate. These trees, they're just out of control. Definitely not. Because, you know, trees sprouting like that, that's way too raunchy. Holy cow, it's like a whole forest now. This is awesome. Indeed. These trees know how to party. Dude, these things are gonna take over the world. It's like more trees. Trees everywhere! Oh, another speech.
We have this hostility to the external world because
Yep.
of the superstition, the myth, the absolutely unfounded theory
That is indeed.
that you yourself exist only inside your skin. Now, I want to propose another idea altogether. Billions of years ago, you were a big bang. Now you're a complicated human being.
Whoa.
But so we define ourselves as being only that. If you think that you are only inside your skin, you define yourself as one very complicated little curlicue, way out on the edge of that explosion, way out in space and way out in time. And then we cut ourselves off
Yeah, I know, right?
and don't feel that we're still the Big Bang. But you are. Depends how you define yourself. You are actually, if this is the way things started, if there was a Big Bang in the beginning, you're not something that is a result of the Big Bang. You're not something that is a sort of
Yeah, if it was anyone else, that would be
puppet
very, very creepy.
on the end of the process. You are still the process. You are the Big Bang, the original force of the universe coming on as whoever you are. See, when I meet you, I see not just what you define yourself as, Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so. I see every one of you as the primordial energy of the universe coming on at me in this particular way. I know I'm that too. But we've learned to define ourselves as separate from it.
I'm not really sure where this is going, but I'm digging all these trees. This is a very weird game. Yep. No, I'm clicking. Oh, my keyboard's mechanical, so it's kind of loud.
What I would call a kind of a
That's where all the
basic
clicks
problem
are.
we've got to go through first is to understand that there are no such things as
My
things.
mechanical keyboard kind of makes loud clicking
That is
sounds.
to say, separate things. That is only a way of talking. If you can understand this, you're going to have no further problems. I once asked a group of high school children, what do you mean by a thing? And first of all, they gave me all sorts of synonyms. They said it's an object, which is simply another word for a thing. It doesn't tell you anything about what you mean by a thing. And finally, a very smart girl who was in the group said a thing is a noun. And she was quite right. A noun isn't a part of nature, it's a part of speech. There are no nouns in the physical world. There are no separate things in the physical world either. See, the physical world is wiggly. The clouds, mountains, trees, people are all wiggly. And only when human beings get working at things, they build buildings in straight lines and try and make out that the world isn't really wiggly. But here are we sitting in this room all built on straight lines, but each one of us is as wiggly as all get out.
Well, there's Moshan Brigade. It's just too much for you. Don't know if there's no other Montgomery palms around? Dude. What are you talking about, game? There's like... Oh, the hamburger thing? That's face rig. I set it up. There's a way you can set it up as your camera, so then it'll basically use that instead of using the regular camera. So it shows my face as this hamburger thing. It's kind of neat. Usually I use a wolf one, but I figured I'd mix it up today. Yeah. Yep. They're just rolling around the night.
Now then, when you want to get control of something that wiggles, it's pretty difficult, isn't it? You try and pick up a fish in your hands, and the fish is wiggly and it slips out. What do you do to get hold of the fish? You use a net. And so the net is the basic thing we have for getting hold of the wiggly world. A net is something regular. And I can number the holes in a net. So many holes up, so many holes across. And if I can number these holes, I can count exactly where each wiggle is in terms of a hole in that net.
This guy getting speech
But in
really
order to
likes
do
wiggling
that,
stuff.
I've got to break up the wiggle into bits. And I've got to call this a specific bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle, and this the next bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle. And so these bits are things,
These
which
bits
I
are
mark
things,
out
guys.
in order to talk about the wiggle, in order to measure it, and therefore in order to control it. But in nature, in fact, in the physical world, the wiggle isn't bitted. So the world doesn't come thing. You and I are all as much continuous with the physical universe as a wave is continuous with the ocean. The ocean waves, and the universe peoples. And as the wave, I wave at you and say, you! The world is waving at me with you, and saying, hi, I'm here. But the way we feel and sense our existence, being based on a myth that we are made, that we are parts